In this video, we will be talking about the sprint planning meeting in Scrum, which is the official start of the sprint. The sprint planning meeting is one of the 4 ceremonies conducted in Scrum. The other 3 ceremonies are the daily Scrum, the sprint review, and the sprint retrospective. Who does it? Sprint planning is a collaborative effort involving a Scrum Master, who facilitates the meeting, a product owner who clarifies the details of the product backlog items and their respective acceptance criteria, and the entire Agile team, who define the work and effort necessary to meet their sprint commitment. The sprint planning meeting focuses on 2 things. Number 1, what is to be built during the sprint? Number 2, how the team will build it. Decision of what to build. The product owner presents a rough idea of the goal to the team. The product owner talks about the features he or she wants to be added or to be improved in the product. The product owner helps in the selection of the product backlog items to be built in the current sprint. The product owner presents the highest priority items from the product backlog to the team. The team members that ask questions to the product owner so that they can get a clear picture of what exactly is to be created. Then comes the second part of the sprint planning meeting, where the team tries to figure out how to build what they have decided to build. Sometimes the work required to be done to complete the product backlogs is broken down to rough task lists. Sometimes only the first few items are broken down into tasks. Breaking the backlogs into tasks helps in confirming whether the right amount of work is selected or not. Team members will need to stay flexible during the course of sprint planning. They should not be expected to create a perfect sprint plan. They should put just enough efforts in planning that they are roughly confirmed that they have selected the right set of the product backlog items. Sprint planning meetings are 2 hours per week, and a sprint duration is 2 weeks. The total sprint meeting hours is 4 hours over 2 weeks. At the end of the sprint, the Scrum team, along with the product owner, revisit the sprint goal and decide whether any changes are required to be made in it, based on the outcomes of the sprint planning meeting. This concludes our video on the sprint planning meeting.